May 25 is today. Happy Sunday. Good evening, and thanks for joining me in this video. I was on Facebook this evening and I came across the video posted by Atiku Abubakar that he himself and P2B just arrived in Abuja where they will still talk about the coalition. So this particular meeting is being organized by the Northerners and a lot of political folks. They are ready to grab power. They are ready to do whatever they want to do with political power. But like before, all these things are not my problem. My problem is that in a country where 42 Christians were killed on Saturday, and you see people gathering like this on the same day or the following day, you know that these people don't care about you. Yes, scores has been killed in Taraba State. Taraba State has 80% of Christian population. Go and fact check me. These people are now beginning to carry out ethnic cleansing, going from village to village, killing people. And yesterday, they killed 42 persons. I am not talking about cows. I'm not talking about goats or chicken. I'm talking about human beings. The attack occurred around 2 a.m. in the midnight. Almost 50 Fulani terrorists stormed the village, opened fire and killed a lot of them. People who escaped, they are the witness to what I'm saying now. And they told news media what really transpired. In a nation where 42 people just died, and I counted 321. 321 in 2 weeks. Today is Sunday now. Last Sunday to today, it's just 2 weeks. I counted 321 lives that was lost. My counting cannot cover the whole death toll that is going on in Nigeria. But in a nation where 321 people died in 2 weeks, you know that there is something strange going on. Now, if you check about the total number of people that died in Gaza in 2 weeks, it's not up to 321. If you check the death toll in Ukraine and Russia, it's not up to 321. But here we all are pretending that everything is normal. People are talking about 2027. Let me put forth the question before we go into the details of this video. If someone like Atiku or P2B or Tinubu, all these people return to Aso Rock, so you think that will bring solution to what is going on? I laugh a lot of people because you don't know where we are coming from. That is why you don't know where this country is going. Now, maybe around your area, nobody's terrorizing you. You have your money, you are feeding well. You think, oh, it's none of my business. People who are dying, let them be dying. Hey, these people that lost their life in the midnight 2 a.m., they were preparing to go to church. They never knew. Some of them have washed their car. They are living the best of their lives, but Nigeria happens to them. Who knows who is next? And that is why we do what we are doing. You don't know who is next. Nigeria has been systemized to kill her people. Nigeria has been systemized to destroy lives. And until we come to the reality of what is happening, we cannot escape the danger that is coming. The political regime change can never be the hope of the people. Can never. Look at what just happened. What is happening now is just like what happened during Goodluck Jonathan. People are now gathering against. Let me tell you, I might not like Tinubu, even though I want to participate in politics again. I might not vote for him, but it's not the problem of Nigeria. All these people you are seeing, you might say that they are part of the problem, but they are not the real problem. Nigeria has a system that even though an angel goes to Aso Rock there, they can't survive. People will still be dying. In our present here, the military refused to take order from Goodluck, who is the commander-in-chief of all armed forces. They played him, they did all sort of things against him, and they removed him from power. So you think that someone who is in Aso Rock will determine how Nigeria is going to be? And that is why my idea is totally different from anybody who think that, yes, I am a good person. Once I become president, all this insecurity will come to an end. I laugh because that shows that you don't even know anything about Nigeria. If you believe that if someone enters Aso Rock, the insecurity will end, you don't know Nigeria. And you don't know where our problem is coming from. And you can't be a good leader because you don't know problem you want to solve. There are so many people in government today, including Atiku Abubakar, who knows where our problem is coming from. They are not interested in solving it. They are even interested to make sure that the problem will continue. Are we not here when Deborah was burned to death? Atiku tweeted that I am condemning the death of Deborah. They threatened Atiku Abubakar. That instant, Atiku deleted the tweet. Not only that Atiku deleted the tweet, Atiku went to Atiku Abubakar Hausa, his Hausa handle, to go and beg the Northerners for condemning the massacre of Deborah, somebody that they burned to death. From that day onward, I said, thank God that this man has never been president. Now, let's pay attention to this article that reads that Scots killed in midnight massacre as armed herdsmen attacked Taraba villages. Now it reads, suspected armed herdsmen have reportedly massacred more than 42 people in a midnight raid on villages in Taraba State, northeast Nigeria. Local sources told Sahara reporters on Sunday morning that the attackers stormed the communities of Monga, Lalau, and Monga Doso in Karim Lamido local government area, unleashing terror on sleeping residents. Now, about 3 days ago, the Nigerian police force released an intelligence that there will be an attack in what state again? Kogi State. That they will attack churches, they will attack Christians in Kogi State. And I said people should pay close attention to police intelligence because it is real. However, that the report I got that there are some communities close to Ekiti State, that these people are coming to attack Ekiti State. Well, we don't know what happened after the report, whether they are strategizing, and these people will not give up to that attack based on the trends we have followed so far. And what happened now? Taraba State, Christian-dominated villages are being wiped out. People are running out of them. This ethnic cleansing that is being targeted at some set of people is nothing but one thing. That is what you know. All this insecurity, terrorism going on in Nigeria, it is because of one thing. The Defense Intelligence Agency Director, former Nigeria Defense Intelligence Agency, Kunde Olawumi, said that Nigeria is going to be Islamized. That he was there, that he has the DSS intelligence on strategies that have been mapped out for the Islamization of Nigeria. So don't just believe what I'm saying. Let us now refer to someone that has led the Nigerian intelligence department. Someone who served Nigeria for 30-something years, coming out to tell you that look at what we saw. Look at the intelligence on ground. Look at this, look at that. Now, let's continue the article. Say, as of now, the affected areas remain shrouded in grief following the mass burial of dozens of villagers brutally murdered in the attack. The assault occurred around 2 a.m. on Saturday. According to Aliyu Buba, a resident who narrowly escaped with his life, Buba said the attackers, numbering over 50, rode into the villages on motorcycle and opened fire indiscriminately. A soldier involved in the rescue operation confirmed that 42 bodies had been recovered by Saturday afternoon, with many others still missing. Taraba State Governor Ebuka Clavis confirmed the killing in an official statement released through his special advisor media and digital communication, Emmanuel Bendo. While he did not provide a death toll, the governor condemned the attack, promising swift justice, just like they used to promise before. Now, this is what he said. The heinous act of violence will not go unpunished. The government is taking swift action, the Governor Clavis stated. Eyewitness accounts paint a grim picture of the attack, and this is what the eyewitness said. They came in the dead of the night, over 50 of them on bikes, shooting everyone on sight. It was pure terror, said Vincent Dadia, a survivor from Munga Lalau. Okay. Now he continues, says, we counted 42 corpses before noon on Saturday. This is beyond anything we have seen before. A soldier involved in the rescue operation told Sahara reporters. Taraba State has a troubling history of violent clashes, particularly between herders and farming communities. This conflict, often rooted in the land dispute, ethnic tensions, and systemic insecurity, have escalated over the years. Now, let me tell you a secret that no media will tell you. Any place they say there is a land dispute, check those people who are there, Christians. Any place, look at the Benue communities there, look at the Plateau communities there that are dying, look at Taraba communities that are dying. All these places they mention land disputes. There are terror attack many places that are not land dispute. But if you hear land dispute, they are talking about ethnic cleansing. They are talking about ethnic cleansing. So that is what is going on. There is nothing like land dispute. It's this pure ethnic cleansing. You people are infidel, they call them. We don't want you people here. You people have to go. This is what is going on. Anyway, I know a lot of people will not find this video comfortable, but it is important we say the truth. We talk the reality, because time will come, people will refer to these videos. Time will come, people will know whether it is the truth we are talking or not. So there is nothing that you will say today that people can't verify. If they can't verify it today, they'll verify it tomorrow. It is time for Nigerians to understand that they don't have a place they call a country. Now, the article continues that in 2018, more than 50 people were reportedly killed in Ndau and Wukari local government due to farmer-herders conflict. In 2019, communal clashes in Donga and Takun led to mass displacement and dozens of deaths. Similarly, in 2021, armed militia attacked Usa local government, leaving at least 15 people dead and hundreds displaced. In 2023, attack of villages in Bade in Gosho local government resulted in combined fatality exceeding 70. Despite intervention by security agencies and efforts from both the state and federal governments, the cycle of violence continued. The latest massacre in Karen, Lamido, marks one of the most brutal incidents in the recent memory. And this is the end of the article. So, the history of violence in these communities shows that it is something that the government cannot stop. And that is why if I see people who are talking about politics 2027, I just understand that, oh, this is all about survival for life. They need money, they need to loot money, they need to put their families where they can get money. This is all about politics in Nigeria. It's not the politics of your future. It's not the politics where you can beckon and say this is the idea of this particular political party. Nothing like that. So I pity people who still believe that the political regime change is the hope of the people. May the souls of these people who died rest in perfect peace. May Nigeria not happen to you. Let me know what you think on the comment section. I am Okochapi myself, talking reality out of issues.